Hi, guys. My name is Sarah Preston, and I am an integrative health practitioner and a fitness and nutrition coach for women over 40. Through different certifications that I've gotten, I specialize in helping women in perimenopause and menopause to get lean and healthy and strong and energetic. And I mostly just keep it real because we're all in this stage of life together. And I always feel like it helps to know that you're not alone. So today we're going to talk about motivation. I get this comment or this question all the time. Sarah, how do you stay so motivated? And the truth is that I don't. I am not motivated every single day to cook dinner or do a workout or, all the things that I have to do on my plate. So here are some things that help me. So first of all, let's talk about why you might be losing motivation. A lot of times I hear this from women in their 40s and 50s because of declining hormones. So especially testosterone can decline and you just don't have that oomph that you used to have. You don't have that motivation to do things. You just kind of feel blah. You just want to you just want to do nothing. And that can be from estrogen declining as well. But a lot of times they say it is testosterone. And then the other thing is that not we all, but a lot of us have stress in our life. And so when it comes to doing the healthy things like exercise, cooking meals, it all feels like too much. If you follow me on Instagram, Sarah Preston Healthy Living, I shared a reel today actually about all the things that we as women have on our plate. And it is tough because we feel like we not only have to work out and drink water and take walks and drive our kids around and, read before bed and have a skincare routine and cook meals and, be a good wife and, survive the teenage years. But we also have all this perimenopause and menopausal stuff going on. And so there's a lot of stressors. We have hormone fluctuations, all the things. Hank, stop. This is my dog, Hank. Hank, would you stop? So we have all these stressors in our life, and sometimes it just feels like I just don't want to do another thing. But we all know how important our health is, and so we really don't have a choice. That's the way I look at it. I do not have a choice when it comes to my health because I want to live, as strong as I can, as healthy as I can while I am on this earth. I want the quality of life as long as I'm here. I mean, I'm not interested in needing to live to 120, but the years that I am here, I want, to be independent and able to do things. So I look at it as I don't really have a choice, and I'm a grown up, so I have to do things that I don't want to do sometimes, but here is what helps me. And, staying consistent is really key. But the first step is that you have to start. You have to start. Number one, just make the decision. Number one, make the decision. I am going to do X, Y, and Z. Whatever it is, start slow, start with just a couple things you can do. I am going to work out 3 times a week. I'm going to cook meals at home 5 days a week. I'm going to pack my lunches for work. Whatever it is, start slow, but make the decision that you're going to do something. And then the second step is that we have to get habits in place. So habits are going to help you when the motivation isn't there. Sometimes we're a little bit motivated, like on a Monday, or we start a new program, or we're feeling like really good in the first half of our cycle. And so we're motivated at some points, but what happens when we're not motivated? This is when we need our habits to kick in. So I want you to start to create these small habits. And so schedule your workouts at the same time every single day so that you don't have to talk yourself into it. It's just what you do at 6 a.m. or it's just what you do at 3 p.m. or at your lunch hour or, after you have your coffee, whenever it is. Let's plan it as much as you can the same time every day. I mean, I know sometimes things come up, but put it on your calendar just like you would any other meeting. This is the time that I am setting aside for my workouts. And it doesn't have to be a long time. I mean, the workouts that I do are only 30 minutes. So set those aside. Okay. and then, or set that time aside and schedule that. And then you have to have a little bit of discipline at first to create those habits. So they say it takes like 21 to 28 days to really solidify a habit. So that first month, you're going to have some discipline. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. I know that isn't like something you probably want to hear, but you just have to do it. And a tip that I use is that if it's a workout, let's say, I just say, I'm just going to do this for 10 minutes and see how I feel. And then usually I end up finishing. Or if it's cooking a meal, I just make it simple. Like, okay, I'm not really feeling like cooking, but I said I was going to cook 5 times this week or whatever. So I'm just going to make something super easy. I'm going to take the, leftovers that we have in the fridge. I'm going to throw some rice with it and some veggies and call it good. It doesn't have to be, elaborate. Just have the discipline to tell yourself, okay, I know I'm tired after work, but this is something that I really want to do. Okay. I think that was step 3. Okay. And then remember, when you're having the discipline, remember why you started. So I want you to really dig deep into why you're doing this. Why do you want to be healthy? Well, maybe you want to lose some weight, but why else? Why do you want to lose the weight? Maybe you want to lose the weight so that you can keep up with your kids, or you can travel with your husband, or get up off the floor with grandkids, or you don't want to be in the hospital when you're older, or you don't want to take prescription drugs, or whatever it is. What is your reason why? And keep going deeper and deeper on that. So why don't you want to do those things? Why do you want to be strong as you get older? And then call those to mind when you need to kick that discipline in. Okay, the next one is, I want you to do things that you enjoy. So let's say we're talking about exercise. If you hate it, give it a little bit of time. And if you still hate it, well, maybe we need to find something else that's enjoyable. If it's a plan that you're following for nutrition, if you feel miserable, talk to somebody, a coach or whatever, and let's make it more enjoyable. If you don't like cooking, let's try to find ways to make it more enjoyable. Maybe you do it with your kids or your husband, or you put on some music and dance around the kitchen, or you come up with some really fun new recipes to make. But I can guarantee you that if it is something that you feel miserable doing, you probably won't continue it long term. So we need to find ways to make it enjoyable. Okay. And then the next one is, you need some accountability, especially at the beginning, and to really continue and be consistent. I find that a lot of people will try to do things on their own, and then they end up coming back to me and saying, like, I actually do need the help. I thought that I could do it on my own, but I have too many excuses for myself, or I quit on myself. But it's a lot easier to quit on yourself than it is to quit on somebody else. If you have somebody checking in with you, if you have somebody that you check in with, maybe it's even an accountability buddy that you have. Maybe you and your husband work out together, or, maybe it's a friend or whatever. Have some type of accountability. Put it out there on social media and tell people, I'm working out for the next 30 days. Check in with me and make sure that I'm doing this. Because just saying it out loud and committing to it, that's what I find with people who join my program. Just putting a little money towards it, like having a little bit of skin in the game, and having some accountability really helps. And then have a community. And this kind of goes along with that accountability. If you're doing it alongside somebody, it's a whole lot more fun. And we're going to continue with things that feel fun, right? So find a community, find a couple people, girlfriends, like I said, family members, online community, that is doing the same thing as you, because it's a lot more fun when everybody's kind of doing the same thing. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If you need help getting started, actually, if you're watching this live or in real time, I have a 5-day challenge starting on February 19th, and it's only $20, where you can do my workouts that I do, have access to the app that I use with my clients, get a meal guide for the week, and some trainings and emails and texts and stuff from me for that accountability piece. And it'll really help you start getting some of those habits in place. It's only a week, only $20. I'll put the link in the description. So go ahead and sign up for that. and that will be a good way to get motivated. So I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe and leave me a comment if you want to. It really helps me to get this out to more people, and subscribe so that you don't miss any more videos. Okay, guys, have a great day.